This is Alex Perez with TequilaAficionado.com. I have the distinct pleasure of speaking with Bertha Gonzalez Nieves, co-founder and CEO of Casa Tequila. She is in her office in New York on video, and I'm in Southern California on the phone. How are you, Bertha?
Great, Alex. Very excited to be talking to you.
Likewise, we finally get a chance to connect again after our first meeting in Los Angeles or in Hollywood. And we're going to have an opportunity to talk a little bit more about Casa Dragones. You're going to be able to take us through a kata that we'll actually be able to show on video, which is very informative and very educational also. But I'd like to ask you, Bertha, what was the inspiration behind the making of Casa Dragones?
Well, the inspiration behind Casa Dragones, me and my business partner Bob Pittman wanted to produce a tequila that actually was pushing the boundaries of what has been done before. So we set out on a quest of delivering a true sipping tequila, and we actually had the agreement that if we were not able to deliver it, that we would abandon our project. So in this quest, we actually found that I think that was how we began, and that was the inspiration, and produce a tequila that was truly going to expand the repertoire of offerings out there and offer something that's very unique within our industry. We're a company that focuses in producing only one style of tequila, which is rare in our industry, and it's a joven style that you can see, in our bottle and in our label. And that is the result of blending white tequila with a hint of extra aged tequila.
Obviously, this is very different from what a typical joven or gold tequila is, because typically when you consider a joven tequila a mixto tequila, but obviously this is 100% agave tequila. Yes.
The joven style is much more explored in mixto than in 100% agave, and that's what makes this product a very unique offering within 100% agave.
Now, Bertha, what's involved in the process of making Casa Dragones? Obviously, it's not gold in color, so it's not a typical joven. So what's involved, especially after you put in the extra aged tequila in there?
I think the best way to answer that question, Alex, is to take you through a tasting and then talk to you a little bit more about our process.
Fantastic.
So I'm using the Riddle Overture tequila glass. That's the official glass that we use in professional tastings. So the first thing that I'm going to bring to your attention is that we have impeccable clarity. You can raise your glass for those of you that are at home. And if you have a white tablecloth or a white piece of paper, you can actually put it behind your glass and look at it to the light and see that we're very proud of our clarity and of our color. It's a pronounced platinum hue that has a shine that we're very proud of. And if you look at the walls of the glass, you're going to see how we have long and pronounced legs that translates into a silky body that we believe enhances the whole experience of taste. So.
No, I agree with you. Actually, I poured myself a little bit, so you're not by yourself.
Good. I'm glad you're doing that, Alex. So.
And I do see the clarity in there and the pronounced legs.
So we're going to divide the glass into 3 sections. We're going to divide the glass into the lower section, the middle section, and the top section. And through this aroma tasting we're going to do, I'm going to be able to tell you a little bit more about our product. So before we begin, I'm going to ask you to please smell the back of your hand, to come back into a neutral place, and please position your nose delicately in the lower part of the glass.
Okay.
And the first aroma you're going to experience is a very sweet aroma. Agave azul tequilana Weber is a very sweet plant by nature, and in our case in particular, our agave comes from the tequila region, and we are right at the heart of that transvolcanic belt. There was a volcanic eruption a long time ago there, and in our fields We have obsidian and onyx rock, which actually I can show you. Have a sample here, which is a very beautiful volcanic rock that is full of minerals like silicium, like potassium, like phosphorus, like many others that enrich the terroir or the soil, and obviously influences the richness of our plants. And because we're not a mass producer, we're a small batch distiller. For us, it's all about selecting one plant at a time, and really taking meticulous attention to detailing our production process. We're actually cuts the heart of the plant as close as possible to the heart, and then the heart we cut it in small pieces and then actually extract the juice before we actually cook the heart of the plant, which is more traditionally in our industry. We're extracting the actual juices before we cook. So now we're going to go to the center of the glass, so you can please smell the back of your hand one more time. And position your nose right at the center. So you're going to notice that there is a much more pronounced experience than in the bottom of the glass, and you're going to notice that it's a very citrus aroma. It's like peeling an orange. The orange peel perfume is very similar to that center of the glass, and that comes from the distillation process. We're using a distillation process much more commonly used in vodka than in tequila. It's by column stills. And the column has multiple plex of distillation, which actually enables us to deliver a very clean style of tequila. So, and you will notice when you try it, what we mean by clean style of tequila is we're trying to bring forward all the very identifiable aromas and flavors from the agave plant. As you know, Alex, there is a wide diversity of aromas and flavors cataloged in the tequila industry, and we're trying to actually emphasize them in this product. So now we're going to go to the top part of the glass, and please smell the back of your hand one more time. Incline the glass as much as you possibly can, and let the aroma come to you. Be patient, because this part is less pronounced than the other two sections, but hopefully you're going to be able to identify some white pepper notes or some wooden notes. Casa Dragones is a white tequila with a hint of extra aged tequila. It's a blend. We're using American white oak barrels that have never been used before for anything else, for any other spirit, because we wanted to get the purest notes of the agave that had not, any influence of any other spirits. So it's so that's what actually makes us a joven tequila, and hopefully that will be, this way of tasting, dividing the glass into 3 sections, will give you more insight into our product. The first sip is going to prepare your palate, and then the second sip is going to enable you to savor the product.
Now, between those 2 sips there, I do get the citrus notes and the floral notes and a lot of roasted agave, which kind of plays tricks on your mind, because you're not tasting an aged-looking tequila, because it's a clear, pristine tequila.
But very importantly, we got together with Academia Mexicana de Catadores de Tequila, or better known in English is the Mexican Academy of Tequila Tasters, to invite some of the most well-known palates in Mexico to get together with us to write our tasting notes. And our tasting notes are also on our website in www.casadragones.com. And the first thing to conclude in terms of our aroma, it's fresh and inviting, with subtle citrus and floral notes, with notes of sweet roasted agave. I don't know, Alex, if you agree with us or you want to add anything to that.
No, I do agree with the tasting notes. I find actually quite a bit of vanilla in my palate this morning.
The way that we describe the taste is soft and smooth, with hints of vanilla and spiced undertones, balanced with delicate notes of pear. And the finish is a clean, warm finish, with hints of hazelnut and a bright, open aftertaste. So as you're drinking Casa Dragones, it unfolds a richness of aromas and flavors that's why we call it a sipping tequila. This product is meant to be drank without any chaser, no lime, no salts, no lemon, and certainly not to be mixed. We believe that we work really hard so that then the only thing that you need to do is actually pour it and enjoy. We also recommend that product on the rocks. We don't recommend for to put a lot of ice on it, but 1 or 2 ice cubes would be ideal so that you can actually enjoy the product and you're not chasing a spirit.
It does have a nice, clean, warm, long finish. And I'm actually surprised with the nice structure. It's got some really good structure for being a Holland. It's very bright. It does have my finish is still in my mouth. Very enjoyable.
Good.
I actually did try the tequila with some people that I wanted to share this with. Some that are in the tequila industry, and others that have no experience whatsoever. And both sides really enjoyed it. I was able to test it that way.
Great. Well, that's the idea, to obviously people that are in the industry and are tequila lovers. We love that they enjoy the product, obviously, and if this product can also bring new people into the category, that's great. As you know, in our industry or in any other spirits in category, it's all about having a tequila repertoire. So you have your favorite Blanco, your favorite Joven, your favorite Reposado. It's about having a repertoire that you go to for different reasons. And hopefully what we're trying to do with Casa Dragones is deliver a very unique experience and unique offering so that consumers out there can expand their repertoire.
Now, what do you feel, changing topics here a little bit, what do you feel is the role of women in tequila? You being a woman, you being co-founder and CEO of Casa Dragones, you being one of the first women ever to be accredited the Maestra Tequilera by the Academia Mexicana de Catadores de Tequila, which is, I would imagine, equivalent to a sommelier in the wine industry. How do you feel the woman's role is in tequila?
It's really not about male or female. It's about the passion that we have for this industry and about how much further can we push our industry to a better place and to a more sophisticated place and to explore areas that we haven't explored. I don't approach the industry from a female point of view. I approach the industry from a passion point of view. So that would be my comment for other women that come into the industry, is to not get discouraged by the fact that there's not many women in the industry, because it's really not about that. It's about the passion that they feel for the industry, and that's what should be reflected in everything that they do.
¿Cómo fue que te interesaste en la industria tequilera?
¿Te
gustó el tequila al principio o fue un familiar que te introdujo? ¿Cómo fue que te interesó el tequila?
Pues mira, la primera vez que yo me tomé una copita de tequila, me la tomé con mi abuelita. Y obviamente desde ahí me encantó. Y tuve la oportunidad de representar a México como joven embajadora de México en Japón en uno de los programas más innovadores que patrocina el gobierno de Japón. Y como parte de este entrenamiento, aparte de aprender a bailar el jarabe tapatío y nuestras finanzas y nuestra economía y muchas otras cosas más, tuve la oportunidad de visitar algunas de las destilerías más sofisticadas en la industria. Y la primera vez que fui a un campo de agave, realmente me flechó Cupido. Y me quedé completamente enamorada e impresionada del arte de producir tequila, tanto de la belleza de los campos de agave como el trabajo profesional de los jimadores, como el proceso de transformación de una planta a una planta que se extrae el jugo, se fermenta, se destila. O sea, realmente me quedé maravillada. Pero no tenía ninguna relación en la industria ni nada, entonces como que se quedó como un amor platónico que tenía yo que ver la forma de cómo iba a entrar en la industria. Y pasaron los años después de irme a representar a México en Japón, y este proyecto muy interesante que me permitió ver un poco también cómo la gente ve a nuestro país desde fuera, desde muy joven. Estaba haciendo una maestría en el extranjero, en Estados Unidos, y me enteré que Cuervo andaba buscando gente que estaba especializada en el área de mercadotecnia, y pues ahora sí que me puse mi mejor traje y fui a la entrevista y entré en la industria tequilera.
I want to thank Bertha Gonzalez Nieves for spending some time with Tequila Aficionado. Bertha, I think you and your team at Casa Dragones have an excellent tequila, highly recommended. It's at a higher price point, but obviously you get what you pay for. So if you have the ability to spend or give it as a gift, I'm sure it will be well received. But thank you, Bertha. I appreciate you spending some time with us, and I wish you much success with Casa Dragones.
Pues muchas gracias, Alex. Aquí estamos. We're here. You know, I'm glad to thank you for your time and for the being interested in our product, Casa Dragones, and let's get together soon to taste more tequila.
Very, very good. Thank you, Bertha. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.